What's up, y'all? Big Red here, coming at you another episode of Earl's Curls. As we, of course, obviously you can see, we got the Holy Fire. Hope all my fellow bought drugs out there, thriving and surviving in the wasteland. Thank you, my subscribers. Thank you for tuning in. I had some technical difficulties and work. I haven't had a couple days, been putting anything out, but I got some other videos coming. I just want to show this the power of the Holy Fire when you get it. Straight out the box without it being re-rolled. The only thing you need to do is put a napalm tank on it, the long barrel, and a large propellant tank. Those are the mods you want to give to give you the most damage, the most range, and the quickest reload. 150. The used gives you 200, but 150, but it costs more to reload it. So we got faster fire rate. It's a vampire, so it's going to heal us, and it breaks 50% slower, which opens up some creativity. You can in your build when you get with certain rolls on your weapons, you don't have to invest in gunsmith. These guns do break. You still can invest in gunsmith if you want to. But for this boss fight, I didn't. We'll get right into it. I got blocker maxed out for tankiness, survivability. Definitely a staple of any low health build. Kicking those Wendigos and Earls do punch a good hit. We got all our heavy gunners maxed out for tankiness. Everyday play, you know, I could take one off and put lock and load. But this gun reloads semi, then okay, but you'd be okay if you rocked it like that, playing in a wasteland, especially on a team. You still would be killing everything. We got Traveling Pharmacy maxed out. We got Concentrated Fire maxed out this time. Each point does give us a little extra damage, like 2.5% or 3%. Usually I rock with the 1 on this Power Armor build, VATS build. But being a gunsmith freed up 5 points. We didn't have no need for it, any legendary perks. And for this run, I just invested in Concentrated Fire all the way maxed out. Over in Endurance, we got Super Tanky. We got 15, more endurance, more health. We got Life Giver at 3, so we can squeeze in a little bit of ghoulish, a little bit of radiation. We're on Power Armor, so we're really going to take too much. But anything he puts down, it will just help us out. Plus, we got vampires. I don't know. I mean, you could really just go ahead and rock Life Giver at 4 if you wanted to. I just squeezed it in the build. Nuka-Cola. We got Cola Nut with Happy-Go-Lucky. Those two right there with Nuka-Cola Dark. We'll be getting a crit every other shot, with the luck will be at 33. We got Fireproof for tankiness. We got Radical for carry weight. Revenant for more damage. We got 3 points available for Lead Belly, because Lead Belly keeps us from taking any radiation in whenever we're spamming coffee. We got Party Boy with Sweetwater Special Blend. Gives us a plus 12 to our perception. If you're going to use a heavy gun outside VATS, you really don't need this. But if you're in VATS, you need your perception up to be as high as it can get more accurate. We got Tenderizer for more damage. Great multiplier, especially on one target. We got Nerd Rage maxed out for a little extra damage resistance, about 20% damage, and 15% AP regen, staple of any low health build. Power user, I mean, if you have power fusion cores you want to burn through, you don't have to have this, but I don't like to burn through all of them. Sometimes I take it off on certain builds, but I leave it on when I'm using VATS, because VATS does drain your fusion cores really quick when you're in Power Armor. Stabilize for extra 40% armor penetration and better accuracy. This is really what we're seeing when comparing this vampire with the anti-armor run, and just see how good the Holy Fire is, just how good Stabilize is whenever you rock your heavy weapon and Power Armor. We've already kind of tested it with some other things. We're going to test it with the vampires. We got batteries included. We carry weight of our fuel and of our fusion cores. Over in agility, we got Through Hiker for our food buffs. If you don't carry a lot of food buffs, you can do without that, but I do. We got Born Survivor for our stim packs. We got Gun Fu, just gun will switch targets. We got Adrenaline maxed out for damage, and we got Action Boy for AP regen. Over in Luck, we got 15. We got Curator. We've got Bobblehead and magazines. We got Starch Jeans for mutations. We got Critical Savvy with Creative of the Shot. We got Quick Hands. Maybe we'll get a little bit of action there. Help us regular Holy Fire out. If we can get one of those to trigger, it definitely will help our DPS. We'll take Good Assault off. I'm going to go Bloody Mess. And we got Better Criticals maxed out for 100% extra critical damage. And then Bloody Mess extra 15%. We got, let's take this off. And let's put on Sizzling Stall for the ambers. Alright, that's what we're walking with. Let's get out of our power armor, get ready to down ourselves. Earl's waiting on us, waiting on the holy fire. The holy fire really is a beast. Let's get ourselves down. Well, hold on real quick. Over in the buffs, we got some cast buffs, busting our agility, busting our perception, plus on the exploration team, we get 1 endurance. We got serums, cancel negative effects. It's how I like this on a boss fight. You're solo, so you don't get nothing from stranger numbers. You get no extra 25% from your mutations. That takes a big blow to a little bit of your damage and to some of your mutations, the effect you get on them. So canceling your serums when you're playing solo, especially on a boss fight, is, if you have the ability to do it. If not, then you're gonna have to run class freak. You're gonna squeeze it into your build, or just take the penalties on your mutations. Because we don't have stranger numbers too. I will do some more runs without bobbleheads and magazines. Somebody mentioned something, but it kind of offsets not being on a team. You're solo, trying to get it done quickly enough. On a team with stranger numbers, your damage will be a little bit less, but it's not going to be too far off, because your adrenaline's going to be boosted. And your eagle eye is going to be boosted, so your critical damage is going to be boosted. Your blight soup is going to be boosted, so it kind of balances out having a magazine and bobblehead whenever you're doing a boss fight solo. All right, we got Tesla Size 9, extra 100% critical damage. We got Company T giving us AP regen to like 20%, so you have 25 on a team. So that's the difference. That's why bobblehead and magazines help when you're solo. Infused Soup Flower Tea, max AP plus 40. You can use just your potato juice, get a plus 20. We got the Steep Mountain Blossom Chai, get a plus 40 agility. Gives us an extra 80 to our AP. You can also just use Mutt Fruit and get another plus 2. You can get a 40 added. So you'd be like a 420 without power armor. Sweet Mutt Fruit Tea, use your Blight Soup. Easy to get, easy to craft. I use this extra 100% critical damage. That's the key. On a team, you'd have 125. Sweetwater Special Blend, you get plus 12, like I said. That's definitely helping out. Those are the main ones that help out. Anything helps your AP when you use the VATS is always good. And Soap Bean Soup, easy to craft, plus 4 endurance, easy to get. Helps you more tanky. Alright, that's the only ones that are really affecting anything. Adrenaline, Bird Bones, Eagle Eyes, Egghead, Grounded, Herbivore, Hormentality, Marsupial, Scaly Skin, and Speed Demon. Alright, let's get ready to down ourselves. Hope I made that clear about why I have bobbleheads and magazines when you're solo versus when you're playing on a team. There is a difference. Alright, it worked first try, can't believe it. Maybe if much as I complain, maybe if Bethesda's finally done something about the inconsistency about Scouts Banners. Working more like, I think we're there. Okay. We're Nerd Rage. Let's put back on Lead Belly. Alright, let's get our power armor back out. Do got a full set of Union power armor. Overeaters. I got emergency protocols on my chest piece. Alright, let's switch over to our emergency protocols. There we go. There's a holy fire. Let's get our bloatfly syringer. I don't mean to repeat myself, but some people ask questions. They don't watch my videos, so we do that because there's 3 wendigos, and with the bloatfly, it makes them spawn a bloatfly, and then you get 6 kills before you go in, which maxes out your adrenaline for the first minute. Alright, there we go. Come on guys, mix me that juice. Okay, let's reload. Let's go, Liquid Color Dark, Liquid Courage. I didn't pop no overdrive because They last about 4 minutes, and we should be done with this fight in 4 minutes, so we should be good. Let's get a little closer. Should take about 30 coffee. We'll go a little bit over though. That'll be fine. Here, what's up, Earl? Say hello to my holy fire vampire. Just right out the box, Earl. Right out the box. How you like that? Hey, that's not nice, Earl. What the heck? I got an AP, and Earl kicked us, and then the gun froze up. Gotta love Bethesda. Good server there. Alright, Earl, you're going down this time. We got him almost halfway. It's doing good damage. Doing really good damage. For just being no anti-armor. Just vampires. I mean, vampires is definitely a powerful option to go in this game. Definitely high survivability. Let's get a little bit more coffee. We're gonna have him done. Try to get it up real clean like. Alright, Earl, leave me alone. Be nice. Alright, Earl. Let's finish this off. Be nice, Earl. Dang, Wendigos are spent knocking us silly. Y'all leave me alone. Come on, Earl. I'll go finish him off. I ain't gonna spam any more coffee. There'll be enough of a comparison. Dang Wendigos, leave us alone. Maybe I will spam a little bit more coffee. Alright, there we go. Put him out of his misery. It overall was not my best run, but the gun did really good. I mean, this shows the power stabilized when using your heavy guns in power armor. You know, I love not using my heavy guns in power armor. I did that, but there is definitely, after this run of testing heavy guns and trying to figure out which one is the best boss killer, I definitely come to realize this, how powerful stabilized really is. That even no matter what variant you get on a heavy gun, it don't have to, if you're rocking power armor, it don't have to be anti-armor to get it. The anti-armor will slightly outperform the other ones, but it ain't so far off. I mean, you're still getting good DPS. This Holy Fire regular out the box still melted Earl in under 2 minutes. I mean, so about a minute and a half probably, somewhere in there. So probably could have done a little bit better. We got spam, knocked out of our got knocked out of VATS at the beginning of a fight. So, and then we also got spammed again by this stupid Wendigo. Stop hitting me! But yes, Holy Fire is the real deal. I mean, I really was surprised it did as well, just the vampires, but it does show the power of vampires. That's definitely an option to go with in the game with your heavy guns. I mean, with any weapon, especially fast firing weapon. Anything that fires fast, especially if you got weapon speed on it, it's definitely going to keep you alive. It's definitely going to save you stim packs. And you just saw we were able to solo the boss in a decent amount of time with the vampires, not a blood eater or anti-armor. So vampires definitely is one of my favorite roles, along with anti-armor. Those are probably two of my favorite roles as far as legendaries are concerned. In quads. All right, let's clip in. Let's see. Let's compare this vampires to the anti-armor and see how far off it was on DPS. All right, here we are. We have the anti-armor on the bottom, and we have the vampires on the top. And as you can see, I mean, it's a pretty close race. I mean, for a little bit. Um, the anti-armor, I mean, the vampires is not it's not too far off. Definitely my play has something to do with it on the vampire run. I don't. It wasn't one of my better runs. I got spammed, hit, and staggered a couple times. Like I said, there's always different variables when you're spamming copy to try to stay in VATS whenever you're getting spammed by Wendigos. And Earl kicked us one time. So, but you definitely see the anti armor is getting like 500 on back criticals, and the vampires will get 4 something. So it starts to add up, but it wasn't too far off. It was pretty close. That just shows you just the power of stabilized. I mean, with no armor penetration outside of stabilized, the vampires is still, you know, it's like I had it about like a minute and 35 on this run. It was closer to 2 minutes because at the end I got staggered and ran out of that coffee, and I wasn't going to retake coffee, and I wanted to retaking some. So, but I did get one run at minute 35, but the audio was all messed up. I had to update some of my stuff on my computer. So it's about, I would give it like a 20-second difference on a good run. So it's not too far off, but definitely the Antarma, it is the winner. But it's definitely a viable option, especially when you're playing on a team. Definitely a way to go. Safe impact. The vampire weapons are very OP in this game, like I was saying before. They're, especially if you rock it in power armor, you're going to have the armor penetration of stabilize, the tankiness. I mean, you're never going to die. I mean, it's like playing on easy mode, and it rocks good outside power armor too. For most regular enemies, and the bosses, you will see a drop off, but on damage, you're trying to solo a boss without power armor. But in team play, we have other people pitching in, it could be more than A-okay. It is, like I said, it shows the power of stabilize. It also shows, the power of the holy fire and how good of a weapon it is right out the box. It's definitely worth grinding for, or if you or trading for it, however you get it. Getting on that event, you haven't got Beast of Burdens yet, then you need to do it and get you one. You can roll it, or you can rock it like with like it comes with the vampires, and you'll be melting everything in the wasteland. Power armor, no power armor. Just know you do miss some DPS without having stabilized. But if you don't like rocking power armor, you'll be more than A-okay. You follow my casual boss killer, you put that holy fire in there for instead of the Gatling plasma, be the same thing. You can make a casual boss killer out of it without power armor. It's how powerful a weapon it is. All right, hope y'all enjoyed that little test, little comparison. I didn't show the anti-armor run. If you haven't seen it, check my other video out. I've shown it several times comparing it, but I figured most people have seen it. Go look at the anti-armor power stabilize. I do a comparison with outside of power armor with the sneak build with the anti-armor, and also do a quad comparison with the anti-armor. Quad Holy Fire. I got those 2 videos out. You check it out. If y'all got anything out of it, please like and subscribe. Thank you for my subscribers. Big shouts out. I got to write y'all's name down. I remember Texas Weed. That's easy to remember. Thank you, brother. Appreciate all your comment, your feedback. Master Obi-Wan. I'm messing your name up, but I'm all right. I'll do better. I'll sit down, take the time, write down some of those names. But anyway, I do appreciate y'all. This Big Red. Hope y'all thrive and survive in the wasteland. I'll see y'all in the next one.